read you the numbers.
But you got to give me an idea. It wasn't 100,000, was it?
No.
And it wasn't 10,000. So what? Give me an idea.
Well, I can go over 10. It was probably more like 25 by the time it was all said and done.
And do you believe you got 25,000 worth of value?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And really, the long story short, Tom, is that we were going along. Everything was fine and dandy. Interestingly enough, he got married. He became ill and wasn't able to show up and do the long days.
Now, hold on. So the 25 grand you paid, was the job incomplete?
Correct.
Now, but here's what I have to ask you. Was it incomplete in his mind? Or if you asked him, does he feel, hey, it was done, but you feel there's a lot of things that have to be redone? Like, would he say, oh, yeah, I never got to finish it?
He would say he never got to finish it.
About how much has to be how much has to be done or redone? 10%, 20%, half? What?
Oh, even lower than that.
What?
It's the finishing touches.
How much will it cost? Well, finishing touches are not a lot more than 50%. But how much would it cost to complete it? Not to like perfect specs, but to what you expected to begin with. What would it cost realistically to complete it approximately?
Under $1,000 for sure, and maybe a couple $100.
Oh my God, we're talking about minor stuff here.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so hold on and let's figure out what we can do. I mean, this woman ought to be thanking God.
Hey, who do you guys recommend for like carpet, tile, hardwoods?
SimplyFloorsInc.com.
Okay. All
He'll
right.
beat Home Depot, Lowe's, all the big guys he'll beat. And here's the cool part, Joe. You go right online, SimplyFloorsInc.com. Put in your address, set up the appointment. They'll show up with the showroom.
I love these guys. Simply Floors. You know, Joe, my referral list is absolutely the best. It's the best. We got the best.
The best, Jerry.
Yeah, I used your garage guy.
Oh, which one?
What was that guy?
Was it One Clear Choice?
Yes.
Oh,
did a great job. Came in, whole new garage door, everything.
Who?
Now, Buddy Mitchell owns Simply Floors. The pricing is crazy too, man.
Okay, 5-4. You call them window wells. They're the windows you get in and out of in the basement. Now, that is a key factor in safety, but you also want them to be pretty and good value and durable, right? Well, the ones the builders put in look like crap. DenverEgressWindow.com specializes in making them beautiful. Whether they do it from the start where there isn't one, or they rebuild the one you have. 720-626-4221. 720-626-4221. DenverEgressWindow.com.
And they'll, like I said, they'll come right to you, man.
Okay. They can still go to Parker.
Oh, yeah. They have a warehouse, too, but, or a showroom. You should, just tell, what are you looking for? Carpet, hardwood, what?
We're going to redo our whole house. So
yeah. Free designer services, too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like if you have new furniture and you want everything, I can't tell that kind of stuff, but they do.
Yeah.
Can you do more than a 401k or an IRA for your retirement? The answer is yes. You can find out about this safe, secure investment that subsidizes your retirement, but it also gives you tax-free money to use for college and home improvements and cars. You've heard me talking about it. It is a real deal. They have seminars where they can explain it, or you can have a private appointment. 303-779-6600, or watch my video, becomethebanker.info.
Discover It Miles Card. You can go further than you've ever gone before. Sun on your face, book in your hand, kids playing in the sand further. Because the Discover It Miles Card offers unlimited 1.5 miles on every purchase and will automatically match all the miles you earn at the end of your first year. So So that means you're 35,000.
You know, the other thing about the Dominicans, they don't seem to be letting these bodies out that quick.
What is that? What bodies, man?
All these dead people they're finding over in the Dominican from the U.S.
Oh yeah, what is going on with that? Are they like killing people? Or?
It's either bad alcohol or someone's poisoning them.
Oh, that's right. The is it countrywide or one resort?
No.
Hey, Jules called me. He told me Happy Mother's Day.
Who? Jules.
Jules. I had no idea. This guy that just calls in.
Oh, happy
This
Mother's
Suzanne just says, yeah, he's kind of got like,
Happy Mother's
calls in. It's only happy. He's like, Happy Father's Day, man. Well, not a father, but thank you. Well, Happy Mother's Day.
That's Jules.
Put him on the air.
You're not enough.
No, you can barely understand him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's the guy that just went off on a ramble one time.
Yes, that's him.
Hey, and they come to call me and say, yesterday.
Shirt blue, feet.
Cheese grater.
that's the conversation. It's like
Potato salad.
You got it.
That's what the homeless guy before the rickshaw.
You know, that is a great idea, though. You hire the homeless to pull rickshaws. Just try to get insurance on that business. So do you have workman's comp? No. They're homeless. I don't need workman's comp.
But they know the streets.
I'm getting tired of the green tea at Starbucks, and I hate their coffee. I'm done with Starbucks. There's just nothing I like. I'm tired of their coffee. I mean, I just feel like I should stop there. But
Suzanne drinks. She got me into it now. Bubbly.
What?
Bubbly.
That hint of flavor of sparkling water, I love different kinds. I mean, I never tried the bubbly, but I love them all usually.
It's huge. I guess Pepsi bought them. Now they're in every store. It's good. How they have 0.0, I still don't get it. Where's the flavor come
It's
from?
just I know it's an essence, really, is what they call it.
They have every weird flavor in the world too, man. They got like grapefruit and orange and blackberry and cranberry and plain and.
Oh, Trump.
Not there. Well, that's not him.
He's dancing.
He's dancing. Man, he can move.
I was up in Breck. We're going to Breck tomorrow, and it made me think of Joe. I was up in Breckenridge one day, and this I don't remember how she came up to me and started talking. I think she came up and knew my voice. I was talking to my dad. Next thing I know, it was your niece.
My cousin. Yeah,
Your
my
cousin.
niece and my cousin. Yeah. He sends me a picture, and it's him, my cousin, and my other cousin there, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, how'd you meet up with them?
Yeah.
We were just sitting there, and she's like, I know who you are.
Well, you have a distinctive voice.
She was
Both
pretty
of you
cool,
guys
man.
do. Yeah.
She said something funny about you. I don't remember now, though.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Wake up with Ross Kaminsky mornings at 5 and listen to me.
What's your favorite court to work out of? If you got to choose, Douglas, because you're right there.
Probably Rappo, just because I'm there all the time.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have lines open right now. You can get right through. You can also use 303-MARTINO. So many times people say, Tom, I don't know when to call, but I always let you know when lines are open. And my promise to you, other than the breaks, I will get to you within 5 minutes, or I'm going to buy you lunch. Now, Linda has this problem that we hear about a lot, Mark, and that is where they hire someone, they pay, but there's stuff to be left. But in most cases, we have people who don't even get half done.
Or even close.
In this case, she said she thinks the whole thing can be finished for $1,000. I would, if I were you, Linda, just finish it up and then sue them in small claims court.
Or not even. If there's only 200, just hire a handyman.
Now, really, why won't this guy finish?
Honestly, not sure. He stopped responding to the text and the email. What I do know is
He might think he is finished.
Yeah.
Well, he took on a new job. Oh, he knows he's not.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it because you just said it. He took on another job. He needs to have the money coming in. The cash flow thing with these contractors, that's why I say don't ever pay ahead of time. You pay as you go, and it keeps them wanting to come back for more. But then again, if you have to have somebody like that to begin with, it sucks. But what's his name?
Robert Steele, Steele, out of Colorado Springs.
And what's the name of his company?
I don't have it on hand, and as far as I know, he probably really dropped the company name and was doing it privately.
All right. Robert Steele, I don't know what to do. We can give him a call, but, man, we're talking some minor stuff here. Mark asked the pertinent question, why not just hire someone to finish it? We have people down there that can finish that stuff up.
Well, and here's what's interesting. I probably do have people that can do that. The interesting thing is, over time, I'm one that's not very trusting. When he became ill, he actually came and asked for the last payment in advance.
How much was that?
$1,000.
Oh, man.
But
you felt bad. You felt sorry for him, didn't you?
I honestly did. I loved the man. I respected him, and it was really after he got married and got sick that things went sideways.
When you say sick, what are we talking about? A cold?
No. He really was not well. You could tell when he, a really healthy guy in his 50s.
Do you think he has cancer?
No. They kind of didn't know what it was for a while, and they think they finally nailed it. He supposedly got better, and he came back one more time.
Do you know what it was that he was sick with? Seriously, he might still be sick.
No, I do not,
okay.
and I don't think that he is. And as I said, that my texts and my emails went unanswered, and the last time he didn't show, it was I need to be at the other job to take in the supplies and then cover them up because it's raining. And then there was radio silence after I said, when are we going to be done?
303-713-TALK. Yes. And so, what do you want us to do?
Well, I was looking at what's the statute of limitation if I wind up taking him to small claims court.
Oh, you got a long time. Listen, on breach of contract, is it 3 years, Joe? Breach? Or is it 2? It's either 2 or 3, I think. It could be. I'll be
done long before that. But my other thing was if I go ahead and hire someone to take care of it, and then that's the amount that I look to recoup.
Only if. Now, this is what's weird, okay? I'm sure that's going to work out in your case. But with a lack of contract, you would have difficulty because he could say, I did everything I was contracted for, or I was paid for everything I did. By the way, it's 3 years on breach. Linda, however, with a contract, here's what happens a lot of times. We have a contract with a guy, let's say, and the guy says, contractor A says, I'll do this job for $50,000. Now he does a lot of the work, and he was paid $40,000. Now he's owed $10,000. If you have another guy come in, and the guy charges you $30,000 to finish it, that doesn't mean that contractor A owes you $30,000 unless it takes $30,000 to correct what he did or to complete it to the original contract specifications. They don't have to do it to better specifications, even if it's not even up to code. If you agreed to the first contract, whatever was specified in the first contract is what he owes to complete. If you go beyond the first contract, you take that expense on yourself. I don't think that'll apply in your case. Now, folks, we are taking a quick break, and I promise you I'll get right to your call. Keep the call coming. 303-713-TALK. Frank Durant.
I got to go.
You splitting, bro?
Yeah, I got to.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everything, guys.
Hey, man, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Hey, we know you're a busy man.
Yeah.
We like that you're busy.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're
you guys keep me busy.
when someone calls you in the middle of the night, what happens? When they get that one phone call? Or is that all bullshit?
They don't call me. No, I mean, we go to our office, we don't have it 24 hours. But no, the one thing I like, if they call for Martina, they just hire me.
Yeah.
They don't do anything, they just, there you go.
We back up.
Yeah.
No, we were just, like I say, I don't think the audio had anything to do with that.
No, it would have nothing to do with that.
But then right after that, it just went yellow. And then I looked at Facebook, and many times the yellow, it'll come back up.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you're going to pick her up tomorrow at McDonald's,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Ken, if you guys.
Well, I'm taking the bus.
I know you will save money 20, 30,
I'm not going to drive that down to pick her up.
But I thought you were thinking about if you didn't do leave right from work.
Yeah, we're going to leave from here.
Definitely, okay. Yep, no problem.
Oh, matter of fact,
Why? Oh, so tell me this. Why are you going to McDonald's? I thought you had it at.
they can't fix it.
They said that.
Well, they don't know what it is. They're waiting for a Hyundai engineer to call back.
Oh.
They're morons. You should have heard the poor lady I was talking to at the Hyundai customer service line. I said, well, how do I lodge a complaint against his dealership? This is ridiculous. I told them it was a warranty deal. I drop it off, and then they tell me we can't get a loaner because we didn't buy it there. I said, why didn't they tell me that to begin with? Then they keep telling me it's simple anyhow. We're just going to have to wait. It's just an adjustment. And I kept saying there is no adjustment that Hyundai is going to allow for a consumer to where the hatch doesn't go all the way down. It just makes no sense. I do realize there's an adjustment how high it opens. So if you're short, you don't have to have it way up here. But they're not going to adjust it so it barely closes. So then I say, so she goes, well, here, I'll type it up for you. What's your complaint? They're morons! And then I said, put an exclamation point at the end. And then I said, now read it back to me. And she goes, I'm not allowed to say that. She goes, my calls are all monitored and I can get in trouble for saying that. I said, well, fine. She goes, but I assure you, I wrote it down. Do you want an extra exclamation point? Yes.
See, this is what the audio just let. Oh, it came back up. But you can tell when it's.
Try a different connector. I bought two of them.
The other one's worse.
Oh, is it?
The multi one. This one. It hasn't been bad.
Man, I'm looking forward to having. We're going to be 4 nights. I don't think we've taken 4 nights in a long time.
What is Burger Battle Saturday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Really?
that's why we're going up.
Holy cow!
Well, even the Denver one's always on Thursdays. I figure they're not. I figure they're doing that because they're not competing with any other things, right? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. Oh shit! What was that? That was weird. What was it?
Oh, is it starting to rain? Yeah, it's raining.
I don't know what that was. Was it lightning?
It was a brownout. No, something. I don't know.
Did you see it out there?
Rain.
Has Plumline been on the log? Okay.
It's so slow right now. Everybody's dead, dude.
Why, Mark?
Because it hasn't gotten hot. Everybody.
I want to get one of these second opinions for Fix-It. I'll do one now, try to make it good.
Denver Trial Lawyers Weather Center.
Chance of showers and thunderstorms today with a high of 73. Tonight mostly cloudy and low of 53. Tomorrow mostly sunny with a high of 83. Thursday mostly sunny and a high of 87.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
At Farmers Insurance, we know every windshield collision has a unique sound. Beetle. Bird poop. Drone. Seen it? Covered. Talk to Farmers.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Fix-It 24/7. The $39 people will find any problem for $39 in your home, and then if you choose to have them fix it, you won't get better value parts and service, but they credit you the $39. Now, in addition to that, free second opinions. This is a valuable service. Free second opinions on any major repair. Did someone tell you you need a new furnace, a new AC, a water heater, a panel upgrade, or any other repair? Fix-It 24/7 wants to give you a free second opinion, no call charge whatsoever. And of course, to beat the deal, they have to beat the deal. or to tell you if you have a problem or not. Get a free second opinion. It can only help you. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939, 720-526-3939. Yeah, it wasn't great, but I can work with it. Do I have another one this time? Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can put them together, maybe.
This rain could last all day.
I love it sometimes.
No, I hope I get a good half inch. It's raining pretty good.
But I got to go pick up my helicopter. I'm not going to do it today. Shit. What a nightmare that would be if I got it.
The ceiling's low.
You will love the way he does business. You want to know why? You can get prices on the phone. If you're doing a kitchen project, you don't have to.
Oh, you're the one that erases my lines when you go in and move shit.
He'll give you prices, and those prices, they will not be far off. I mean, a few.
Oh, I'm looking so forward to Tiger Run.
Oh, when are you doing that?
Tomorrow, bro. That's why Nate's here. We'll be in tomorrow. We're leaving from here after the show.
Even after the show.
4 nights. It'll be the longest I think we've done in a while.
I love
Bring some burgers back.
I just called up there. They said it's fucking raining like a
Grand Junction got it.
You know what? I used to love motorhoming even in the rain.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all. Tiger Run's so nice because that indoor pool and the hot tubs.
What? What?
Yeah, they got a beautiful.
That changed. Wait. They have an indoor pool?
Huge.
And a hot tub for the motorhomers.
2 hot tubs inside.
Oh my God, that's fun. Holy shit, is that fun.
Tennis courts.
It's just like a Goodson Rec Center.
Oh, no.
No, seriously, Mark.
No riffraff and Tiger
Mark,
Run.
that's a lot of fun, man.
And now with Uber, well, actually, I don't know if you knew this, but right there where you check in, you know, there's a gate to get in. Right there where you check in, there's a shuttle that brings you anywhere for free now, too.
Do they have all that? They have Big Iron up there, too, don't they? Those Prevo's, a lot of
Oh, you kidding? There's a lot of fucking buses.
They have some beautiful buses up there.
They've got some nice pull-through lots that can... There's nothing that couldn't fit in there. Nothing. I can't think... Well, maybe some of those weird rigs that are pulled by semis, but...
How much do those lots cost? They don't even have any for sale now.
No, they always are for sale, man. They're outrageous. I'd never...
Like 120?
Fuck no! Try 300 and up.
Oh, Mark.
For a fucking lot. I started crunching the numbers. Let's say you never used it and just rented it out at 120 a night. Fuck, you'd never break even.
Well, Mark, they don't get 120 a night, do they?
Oh, yeah.
You have to pay 120 for one fucking night?
During the summer, absolutely. Like right now, mine will be average 120 a night. Yeah, easily. Yeah. They might have some smaller lots, but I can't fit into them. I mean, I got to have what I have.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by Approval Reverse Mortgage. If you're ever looking for a line of credit on a home, a reverse mortgage might be the way to go if you're 62 or older. You notice I said not a loan, but a line of credit. Some people, they have enough equity, they can get a line of credit. And what I love about it, it actually protects your home against liens and against lawsuits, because once you have a line of credit, they put like 120% lien on your home. And that means nobody's going to want your home, right? Because you have a lien on it, and that you can never, if you never take a dime, it still protects your home. If you take money in an emergency, you'll have it. ApprovalReverse.com. Listen, we have so much to talk about. Today is a weird day. If you're listening from around the country, it's cloudy here in Denver. It's been cloudy a few days, and they're calling for cloudiness another couple of days. What I'd like to know is what is on your mind and how can we help you? You might say, what do you mean help? The only show anywhere signified by our theme song, help. Help, help, help is what we do if you have a problem, a question, or complaint. I get a ton of questions by email. I also get a ton of questions on something called Quora. Quora. You've heard of them, right? The question and answer site. So I'm going to go to it, and I'm going to pick some of mine until, you know, and of course we'll get some calls as well. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255 if you want to call in. Now, here's the deal. If you need help with any kind of problem, question, or complaint, you can call us right now and get right through, and I will let you know whenever we have a line open at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. There is something else that came up. We were talking about people and weird people, and I'd like to play a game, weird or not. I'd like you to give me your opinion.
Dan.
No, I'm going to give you an example. You want an example?
Do it. I'm ready, man. I'm game.
Here's an example. A woman lives alone and has 2 cats. Not weird. A woman lives alone, has 4 cats. Normal. On the brink.
Nah, you're
on the
pushing
brink.
it.
A woman lives alone with 6 cats. Weird.
Crazy.
It's weird, right? A woman has a dog.
Norm.
Or a man has a dog.
Norm.
They have 5 dogs. Weird.
Not as weird as 6 cats.
Weird. It's weird. What about you wear your pajamas past noon? Weird.
I don't wear pajamas, so don't know.
What about you drive a car and you have a bunch of bumper stickers?
Usually a nut.
Yep, that's right. You just know, right? What about...
I don't mean 1 or 2. I mean those people that have got like 20.
What about you drive a car? Have you noticed, where do they get the see-through red tape for when they break a light?
Walmart.
Do they sell actual... I want to know, do they actually sell this red tape?
In automotive at Walmart in parts stores.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
They sell it to specifically patch your lens.
That's right.
And then I love where they try to duct tape parts back onto the car like a bumper. Have you ever noticed that?
Seen it.
Weird. If you drive with body damage, weird. Just weird, automatically. Because that tells you something. Either no insurance or you don't want to put a claim in, but it's weird.
Voting for Democrats.
No, we're not getting political here.
Oh.
I think, okay, some people would say Trump is weird. Trump is not a normal man.
I'll tell you what's
He's
straight.
not a normal person. Now, I'm not talking politically, just as a person. I mean, who talks like he talks?
Well, a lot of people, but
no,
listen to this.
They don't talk
They
like
showed all these people waiting outside for his thing tonight or tomorrow, whenever it is, okay? His re-election thing in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, I must say this. Some of the people waiting in line, wow. I mean, they're like a whole new kind of hillbilly. I am a Trump fan, as you know, but some of the people that wait 48 hours to see him, they don't look normal. I will acknowledge that.
They don't?
No.
Okay. What is normal? Okay. What is this obsession women have with these new tight-fitting tights of a pants?
I like those.
But, Mark.
Yes?
You're not talking about 85% of the women now that you like. You're talking about,
I see what you're saying.
These pants should not be worn by certain people. There should be a law. Now, I'm saying there is an obsession with women wearing these tight-fitting, what do you call them? They're not
They're
tights.
yoga pants, Tom.
No.
Lululemon.
They're leggings.
Leggings.
Yeah.
Yoga
but
pants
you know what,
are
Tom?
loose,
This is why. Because, especially the black ones, women think they make them look thinner.
Well,
Maybe they do.
Make them look thinner? What, are you kidding me? It's like a sausage in some of these cases. If they ever broke, if a seam ever gave way, we would have a problem. So Hawk wants to talk about personal injury. 303-713-TALK. I will take your call within 5 minutes or I buy you lunch. Go ahead, Hawk. What's going on?
First off, hey, Tom, how you doing today,
Good, man. Let me ask you something, though.
Yes, sir.
How many cats does a woman have to be considered weird, or a man or a woman?
My wife has 3, and she set the limit at 5.
Okay, I say 3 is not weird, but you're right, 5. Anyway, what's going on, Hawk?
And just because women can fit into leggings and spandex doesn't mean they should wear them.
Oh, my God, I know it. I agree with you.
Yeah, so real quick question for you. I spoke to you about this once before. My wife shattered her hip on Thanksgiving. The day before, and she's got her total hip replacement.
Oh.
The day before, we were at an orthopedic because she was having some inner thigh hip pain. They did all the x-rays, did the cursory hip exam, flex, bend, pull, twist, all this. We were leaving town for the holidays. She said, if it's
when did she have the hip surgery?
We were out of state, and that happened on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday after Thanksgiving.
The hip replacement happened as a result of an injury. It wasn't old age.
That is correct. She's 48 years old.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bone density tests that she's had since, bones are fine.
All right, so what's the problem now?
We fought through the ortho clinic where they gave her a shot of cortisone and lidocaine, said that should make it a little bit better when you get down there. If it's still bothering you in a couple of weeks, we should probably do an MRI. Thanksgiving evening, standing, she just twisted, pivoted, and the hip shattered.
Oh, my God. Oh, the new hip?
The pain, so then she had to have the hip surgery, have to have replacement.
No. Okay, so you're talking about all this pain before replacement.
Right. We went in Wednesday before
I get you. And then while you were out, then it happened.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
No trauma, no fall, no crash, nothing. She's standing, turned in the kitchen to say something to my sister. The hip shattered.
That's when she had it replaced the first time.
That's when she had to have it replaced.
Okay, got it.
The problem we're having, and I worked at a hospital for 14 years as an X-ray tech. The clinic never had a radiologist look at the films that were taken on Wednesday. There was a PA.
So are you saying, hold on, here's what I want to get right to. Are you saying it could be negligence of some kind because had they seen this, they could have prevented the shattering?
Absolutely.
But
and her surgeon said...
Could they have saved the hip?
Yes.
Are you sure of that?
The surgeon that did the hip replacement
said what?
We went round and round because he could not get a radiologist report. He says,
okay, but get to the point. What did he say?
A hairline or a stress fracture.
How would they have fixed it?
They said at that point they could have put in probably just a couple plates and screws, or just immobilizing, and let that heal up.
Okay, gotcha.
He said, he said this is a life-changing event.
Okay.
He said
no, it is. Once you have hip surgery is major. So what you're saying is the lack of diagnosis, the lack of proper treatment caused a hip replacement. Hold on, and we'll examine that because that is a good one. Let's get our attorney on if we can get him on, a malpractice guy, 303-713-TALK.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. There's a few slow...
Watch out for, got a crash off highway. Logs from the jet field. Watch out for rescue vehicles on the scene. And expect delays, of course. Back out on the highway drive downtown, northbound I-25. It's a bit slow there. Northbound Alameda, traveling up towards Colfax. Southbound slow from I-70, down towards Colfax as well. A nightmare westbound 6th Avenue, approaching Federal. Once you get west of there, you should be in better shape. Westbound I-70 slow in the elevated portion. Westbound 270 heavy either side of Vasquez. The weather forecast should be thunderstorms likely this afternoon. 20 seconds until light rain and 60.
Yeah, HVAC, man, I've had all the ones you know. Not to mention time too, because I talked to Brad yesterday on something else. Price Fixer, and then the guy in the Springs are all dead.
There's nothing on. No, it really hasn't got.
Centeno Schultz is a stem cell clinic doing living stem cell therapy. They originated the treatment back in the day and have more past cases than any other clinic. That means they can draw upon that to see what works and what doesn't work. But here's something I want to warn people about. There are clinics doing what's called systemic stem cells. They just inject them generally into your body under the premise that they find what's wrong and fixes it. And then they fix things. But no, it doesn't work that way. Please go to Centeno Schultz seminars to find out the truth, to find out what goes on. You can get your ultrasound read. They have ultrasound there. You can also get your MRIs read. AvoidSurgeryToday.com is the website. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. Please do yourself a favor and make the right choice and don't waste money. 303-963-9201. Centeno Schultz.
Yeah, I'm wondering when it goes hot, it's going to go hot.
When it what?
When it goes hot.
I almost called you kiddo.
What's that?
I almost called you kiddo like I was talking to one of my kids. That's so funny. Sometimes when they say something that doesn't seem to make any sense or they say it
That
incorrectly.
didn't make any sense?
You said when it's hot, it's going to be hot.
I said when it's hot, it's going to go hot.
How long have you had your, Deputy Dan, how long have you had your whole house fan?
Since I bought it.
Since you bought, how long? Did it come with the house?
Yep, came with the house.
All right. So how much you use your air conditioner? I want to know for sure. How?
2 days. Oh.
Yeah.
2 days a year, maybe 3 days.
A year.
A year.
That's because it works that well.
Right. I think it does. Yeah.
Now that's amazing. You know, I just had mine a few days. I've used my air conditioner a third of the time. You know, they tell me on cool days you'll never use it. You know, even though it's hot, if the sun isn't out, that cool air. Also, here's what I love the most: fresh air. Do you know you get 5 or 6 air exchanges per hour in your home? That's incredible in and of itself. Now, here's something you may not know. They can design it. They can supply these special screens, HEPA screens, that will filter the air. So you pick a couple windows, put those HEPA screens on. Now you have a big, giant air exchange with filter. Aside from all the other benefits, QCColorado.com. You have to call them. This by far is the best investment I have made in my home ever. 720-398-4510. 720-398-4510.
Sorry, Tom, I didn't know you were on.
No, that's all right. You know what's really weird is that this guy said you have to experience it to do my commercials to really know. And he is so right.
Oh, I agree.
Last
People
night
don't
it was
realize.
freezing.
That is funny how he did insist on that, basically.
And he knew it, man. I went like this. Holy shit.
But it's not just that. It's better on the shingles and everything. Better on your attic.
Okay, I gotta remember about that. I
mean,
I gotta make sure though that my attic has adequate out.
I went up and looked at mine on all my I got gable and I got.
I gotta make sure. I gotta have Jay Bretts come
underneath and I felt all around there.
I have to have Jay Bretts come out. I need to ask him.
You do got to make sure that you don't have insulation over your. What's those underneath there? But no, I don't think people realize that. Most people don't realize what a whole house fan does until you do it.
I just keep ours on all the time. Our
your thing, but see, yours doesn't pull from the inside though. That's
what do you mean?
I mean, it does cool your attic. It doesn't help your house besides the...
Well, it mixes all that cold air in the basement constantly, though.
You have a whole house fan? How does it mix?
No. Just from the intake that's hooked up to the same furnace. Of course, it's pulling air from the basement as well, and it's all mixing the house up.
Mixing the house up, but not your attic.
No, but the attic's got its own turbine.
Right.
We find the pulse of the market to generate multiple offers, and then we spend our time...
Like, our house hasn't got over 72 degrees yet this year. No AC on at all.
I don't turn my AC
Why?
on, so I say...
Well, why? What are you using?
Well, A, we're in such shade, it's crazy. I mean, it's insane. And then B, we just keep it's circulating constantly, and then at night we open the windows up, and it just cools off, and then you close them down.
My house in Franktown was at 6,300 feet. So where are you at?
A little higher than that, but not much.
Yeah.
But we have trees everywhere. And more than that, we're in that Palmer Divide. I don't think you technically were. We are. We get wind that's kind of bizarro.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Some people might call me a troublemaker. Whatever you do, don't call me late for dinner. Hey, that's a weird joke. It's not even funny anymore. Anyway, let's talk to Hawk because he has a question. His wife needs had hip replacement due to a shattering. However, he's contending that had the radiologist or the doctors done the right thing, they would have noticed this hairline fracture or something, and it would have saved him the hip. So you got two things to prove, Hawk. First,
right,
you have... And we're going to have an attorney available in 5 minutes. First, you have to show that it would have saved the hip. Okay, they might say you would have had a replacement anyway. That's the main thing. The second thing is, would a reasonable doctor, reasonable standard of care, have found it? It is so difficult.
Well,
but you have a set of X-rays to show someone.
Right, and like I say, the two comments. One is through the two different surgeons we have seen post-op, is that a hairline or stress fracture, 50 to 60% maximum, will show up.
Hawk, that's not the question. You have X-rays.
We do.
Okay, well then that's all that matters. Not 50 to 60% of the time, 100% of the time, looking at your X-rays or her X-rays. Do they see a hairline crack? Would a normal radiologist have seen it? And was it negligence not to? That's the only question. We'll have our attorney on in a minute here. Alex, go ahead with your roofing problem. What's happening, Alex?
Yeah, hello, Tom.
What's going on? When did you have your roof done, Alex?
Okay, well, we had it on June 18th of 2018 is whenever we got the contract. It was the hailstorm of last summer.
Gotcha.
And now we've been dealing with this contractor.
Is the roof done? Is the roof done?
The roof is done.
Okay.
But they didn't pull a permit. And the roof was completed in March of 2019.
Were you charged for a building permit?
No. We thought the contractor was going to go through and do it, but we're going to get an inspection because now they're trying to get a mechanicals lien, and they're saying that we have to breach a contract.
Oh, hold on, Alex. Here's what I want to tell you. Payment has nothing to do with a permit being pulled unless he's charging you for the permit. If he did not charge you for a permit and did the roof, and the roof is done correctly, you should pay the bill. It's not a technicality to get out of it.
No, that's not our issue. The roof wasn't done correctly.
How do you know this?
Because he was supposed to replace the plywood on some skylights. After the hailstorm, there was a bunch of water damage underneath the skylights, and so it damaged all the plywood. Well,
did your adjuster pay for new plywood?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I need to know. Well, hold on. I want to go to our attorney who just came up for this other guy, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, Alex, just hang on. Is he on, Marco? Marco Bendinelli? 1-800 attorneys on our referral list. So, Marco, here's what happened, and we won't know until we know, but Hawk, his wife, had hip pain and discomfort. They went to a clinic, they did some X-rays, they sent her home with some meds, and Hawk, what did they tell her initially?
They thought it was a hip flexor strain.
Yeah.
They gave her a shot of cortisone, shot of lidocaine, said if it still bothers you in 2 weeks, because we were heading out of town.
But before 2 weeks expired, her hip broke, shattered. The next day it shattered. The surgeon said
we were out of state, so it wasn't even the same original.
It doesn't matter.
Clinic.
The surgeon said you need a hip. It possibly could have been prevented had they noticed the hairline crack. Here's the bottom line, Hawk. Did you have anyone look at those original X-rays to see if it was obvious there was a cracked hip? Because they don't have to go beyond the normal standard of care. They don't have to be supermen. If a normal doctor would have said, yes, that needs to be attended to immediately, that could cause a problem. Did you have anyone else look at the X-rays?
That's the problem, Tom.
Hold on. Yes or no, Hawk? Did anyone look at it? You said that's a problem. Why?
It is because they don't use radiologists. We were out of state.
No, Hawk, I'm asking you, Hawk, I'm asking you now, since you've been back, has anyone looked at those X-rays?
No, I have not been able to find a radiologist, so we'll look at outside X-rays that they did not
because in order to have a malpractice suit,
I know this.
You have to have not only someone look at it, but then a doctor say it is malpractice that they did not see it. So, Marco, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, first of all, do you have the radiology report?
No, there's not been a radiologist. I have a PA's report who read the original X-ray, but no radiologist.
No. Radiologists will read an X-ray and send their one-page dictation to the physician or the PA.
They do not use outside radiologists, is what I've been trying to say. The orthopedic clinic says, no, we do not use an outside radiologist.
So the question is that in itself malpractice? I don't think so.
Probably not. However, how did the current surgeon say they should have saw the hairline crack unless he looked at the films?
Because he was the treating physician in the emergency room. They actually called him in. He's the one that did the surgery. He said this, after surgery, he was telling all of us, and it is in his report, bone density is fine. Age does not, it's no osteoporosis, no nothing. No trauma, no injury, no nothing. There is no reason this should have broke unless there was hairline or stress fracture.
Okay, listen. We're not denying that, Hawk. But if I have to say this again, I'm going to pull my teeth out. The question is, would someone else look at that and say, obviously, there is a crack that needs to be addressed?
Our orthopedic surgeon said, yes, I've tried 3 different
Then that doctor, that orthopedic surgeon, will he sign a letter saying it is malpractice that they did not see it?
I sent him the original reports. Even his own radiologists say we can only look and make definitive readings on films that we have taken through our contracted orthopedist.
Okay, Marco, we know that's not true because they do it all the time. So what do we do about, how do you, if you wanted to find out, Marco, how would you go about it?
Yeah, help me find a radiologist.
I would get the complete file from where they first visited the PA and see what's in there.
And then what?
And then, if they have films, I want to get someone, I want to know if the surgeon then, later, did he see those films? Because he's saying that there was a hairline crack, they should have picked it up. How does he know there was a hairline crack? How does he know that the hairline crack happened before the visit out of state? It may have happened between, the treatment with the out-of-state people and the surgeon.
I think that his primary care, his orthopedic surgeon, Hawk, correct me if I'm wrong, did see the X-ray after the fact, right? Hawk?
She did the exam. She did the exam, took an X-ray, said, again, she's a PA, said, I do not see anything, but we should probably get
that's not what I'm asking, Hawk.
He saw the original X-rays, yes, sir.
And the orthopedic surgeon who saw the original X-rays said...
After surgery.
Huh?
Yes. He saw them after surgery.
It doesn't matter when he saw them.
He saw them 3 weeks later, but he wants to have a radiologist look at the film.
Did that doctor say it was obvious there was a crack?
No, he didn't. He looked at him. He said, I need a radiologist to confirm and look at them.
Then you need to find a radiologist. Without it, you have no case.
3 times I said that's what I would like.
Marco?
Yeah, we could find a radiologist to look at the films and say, yeah, there's a crack or, no crack. And
that's all I'm looking for.
Maybe, that won't be a problem. And I need to understand the timeline better. And you're talking about an out-of-state visit and then a Denver surgery.
No. Here's the timeline. She had pain. She went to a clinic. They did X-rays. The next day. How long ago was that, Hawk?
The day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
They saw it the Thanksgiving evening. She shattered her hip while standing and pivoting.
All right. So the day later, it was the day before Thanksgiving, and then a day later, she shattered her hip. So we're talking about November 2018.
Right.
Correct.
Well within the statute of limitations. I think what we do next, Hawk, needs to call Marco, 1-800-ATTORNEY. Give him a number, give him something so Marco knows who we will be calling on this.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. An iHeartRadio station. Russ Kaminsky Mornings. Sean Hannity is one. KHOW Denver.
So when you're moving stuff around on that page, just make sure, if you can, not to. You got to copy and not cut, because you cut out all my lines and stuff. It's not a big deal, but what you do is you copy. Yeah, you just copy stuff and then go back and delete what you copied, as opposed to cutting.
Transfers and market openings and tariffs. Technology stocks with significant Chinese exposure were among the biggest gainers today, with Apple climbing as well as.
I missed Apple's jump today.
Dude, we got out of Apple, right?
Yeah. I'm still nervous about them.
I just don't understand these big jumps.
Why?
Well, why did it go up 350 points today? That's what I mean, we shouldn't be having these.
Did it go down before it went back up?
Yes.
Not today.
And when it went down, Mark, why did we snag it back?
Apple didn't come back down.
Unwise. Getting a free 10-day sample of Zysol, quite wise. Zysol is the allergy medicine that's just...
You know, if every statistic known to man having to do with black people is better under Trump than ever, why don't they support him?
I don't understand why they say he's racist.
I have no idea. I'd like to know one decision he has made, one thing he has done.
That's what I say. No, he doesn't speak clearly. Like he said, you know, they're sending their Mexican people coming out for rapists, and he didn't mean them all.
Well, of course not.
But it was taken out of context.
Marco was on his way to meet that Todd guy, the one with the wife in the accident and the insurance isn't covering it, the Jeremy Trout connection. He's on his way. He's like, I'm really interested in that.
This could be a good one.
That's a bad faith.
Really?
Yeah. So,
and the client has money.
Did we send him the info?
What?
He's
the contract.
He probably got it. He wouldn't go meet with him without.
I would assume you said, oh, Marco knows all of that.
He's been talking to them, you know, Mark. So I'm sure he wouldn't go meet him without having some of that shit.
It's funny how they didn't get a DUI, but they're kind of.
And here's the thing: you have to make that correlation. It was the alcohol that caused it, not an animal. And it's the burden is on them. It's on them.
Be curious what the police report says.
That's a curious one. But you can't.
Remember, she was out cold, so there's no way she's copping the shit. Unless she did after the fact, but I don't think she was interviewed after she woke up.
How can she cop to it? They don't even know. They did a blood test, but alcohol does this. So, was it on its way up or on its way down?
Well, it's got to be within, the whole test has got to be within an hour after the rest. That's what it's got to be.
I wonder if it was. Probably not.
Well,
then it would be inadmissible.
Well, it was at the hospital.
Well, they didn't give her a DUI, so that's why.
Right. That's for DUI. Right. But Tom, you don't got to prove that alcohol caused it.
They have to prove alcohol.
No. Any accident and stuff. If you just have alcohol in your system.
No, that their policy reads cause as a result.
Well, that's pretty ambiguous.
Doesn't it say that, Mark? Cause as a result of illegal use of alcohol.
And even what was really weird is...
It doesn't even say use, it says illegal.
Yeah, and it doesn't say you have to be convicted.
No, that's true. It's very ambiguous, but guess what? That's construed against them, not against her. She didn't draw it up. I mean, they have the burden.
It is pretty wild, though. That's the first time I ever heard of anything like that.
I can see where they don't want people, getting drunk and then saying, pay my bills. I can see that. I mean, I wouldn't mind that if I was self-insured either. But you'd have to say way better than that. Who's Colorado Tinnitus representative?
Couldn't tell you.
I love the art of granite because they're big and small.
Those ones with agencies, I don't know. I assume they have an agency.
I tell you, this Costco shooting really has. I just cannot believe.
Shit, that's not as bad as a dollar store one. Well, no, that's not true because people died. Yeah.
And it was.
I gotta look it up because
in a crowded store. He shot at least seven shots.
I'm going to Costco.com like they're going to have the story.
Maybe they'll have a video of it.
Costco shooting. Where was it?
California.
At Costco food sample line. Gunfire, death, unanswered
And here it
questions.
was. They were in the food sample line, you know, so. And this kid couldn't even talk. Well, it's not a kid. He's 32 years old.
An off-duty Los Angeles police officer, his wife, and their baby.
I think he lied versus witnesses. I love this song.
You're up.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, now I'm going back to Alex. He says he had a roofing claim June 2018. The roof was completed. Now they're putting a lien on the house. He said it wasn't done right, but I have a bunch of questions, Alex. First and foremost, a lot of people try to use the permit as an excuse not to pay or to pay less. A permit does not mean they don't deserve the money. It's called quantum merit. You got the value, you pay the price. If a permit is specified in the contract and you're charged for it, then you should not pay that part of it for the permit if they didn't get the permit. If they promise a permit and don't get it in the contract, they still should be paid if they did the work. However, only after you're assured the roof is done correctly. You have every right to know if the roof was done correctly, but it doesn't have to be a county inspector. In fact, most of the time, county inspectors don't even know if a roof's done correctly when they sign off on it. They don't even bother going up on the roof and looking at it. But everyone has a right to get an inspector or to have it independently looked at. If you know the roof was not done correctly, then forget about the permit. It just sounds like you're looking for an excuse not to pay. Forget about the permit and just find out if the roof was done, and if not, what it will cost to fix. So I want to ask you a couple questions. What was the amount your insurance company allowed for the roof? Total. Not the first check or second check, but total. How much?
It was about $9,300.
The adjuster allowed for $9,300, and what was your deductible?
$500.
Okay, so it's $9,800 for the roof, or was it $93 minus $500?
That's $93 total.
So that means that you pay $500 of that $93. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, but listen, I want to say something just on a side note. Please change that deductible because that is a very expensive policy. But anyway, so the balance of the money was due them if they did the job. But what I want to know is how much have you paid them in total so far?
About $4,800.
You paid them $4,800, okay? And they want the rest of the money. That's why they're doing a lien, right? And you're saying, wait a minute, I don't know if my roof hasn't been done correctly. Isn't that right?
Correct.
And you have every right to say that if your roof's not done correctly. Just don't trip yourself up by saying they didn't pull a permit. That's not really the arbiter as to whether it was done correctly or not. So you paid them $4,800, and so why won't they have it inspected?
Well, we've asked the manager to come out and look at it to show what he hasn't done to the roof. He was supposed to do the shed. They didn't do the shed.
Yeah, okay. So they haven't done it. Listen, man, if they did not do the work on your contract, they shouldn't be paid for it. So
that's what the insurance claim adjuster told us too. He's like, only pay for what they've done.
Exactly. How much was allotted? You said the roof wasn't done correctly. What will it cost to fix that roof?
Well, we had another contractor come out and take a look. We had to, there was skylights involved, a lot of water damage.
Just tell me, how much to fix or to complete it?
Oh, they didn't put the sky windows in, so they put a piece of plywood over them.
Yeah.
And they were going to replace the plywood.
Alex, I'm asking you how much it will cost. How much?
$5,800.
Okay, $5,800 to complete it. And that includes the shed and all the other stuff on your balance, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Then here's the way I look at it. You take the $8,800 that you already paid. Okay, I mean, excuse me, the $8,800 that less your deductible, and you minus the $5,800 that they didn't do, right? And that leaves you with $3,000 you already overpaid them.
Correct.
Okay, so why don't you just what are they trying to do right now? Put a lien on your house?
Yeah, they just sent certified letters saying
I would sue them. I would sue them right now because you paid them for $1,800 and use your math. Here's what you got. $9,300 minus $500 deductible. That leaves $8,800, okay? But now listen, $8,800. You paid well, you didn't pay the $500 yet, actually, so you got to add that back in. So it basically, bro, $9,300 is the total roof, right? Is that what they agreed to?
Yes.
So, and you already paid $4,800. Okay, yes. Okay. So that leaves a balance of $4,500, but you're telling me it's $5,800 to fix it.
Yeah, after.
So, okay, then they owe you $1,300, the way I look at it. Are they going to come back? Did they agree to come back and fix it and complete it?
Well, no, they did not agree. They just sent us mechanically, but we're going to go in there and talk to them.
Good.
We're going to show the proper process.
But just listen, you got to use the proper math. You do know that if they fix that roof, you owe them the money, right?
Absolutely.
And you do see why you paid right now $1,300 too much, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what you need to do is talk to them and let us know what they say. But I don't see how these guys think they should be paid for stuff they didn't do, because they shouldn't be. It's that easy. They shouldn't be paid for what they didn't do. Now, one thing people always forget is their deductible. Of course, you're going to owe that. But so far, you don't owe them anything, in my opinion, because based on your numbers, they've already been overpaid for what they did.
This report is sponsored by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts.
Slow spot.
Did you read that, Mark?
What's that?
Costco?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know what to make of it.
I don't.
What I read is it sounded like where the cop's going to come from is this guy just hit him out of the blue, knocked him out for a minute or a second. Then when he came to, they were attacking him. That's what I'm guessing his story's going to be. But it says it's all on video.
Video witnesses say he wasn't even holding the child.
Yeah, it said he was holding the kid. That's right.
No, the witnesses.
I'm saying his lawyer said
yes,
that.
Yes.
I don't know what to make out of it. I mean, it seems so odd to me in anything, cop or not cop, that in the middle of Costco you just start shooting fucking 3 people.
Yeah. Somebody went
and
in
then why
shopping.
shoot the other ones?
Wait, what am I doing? Buy and Build is the place you got to go for below wholesale prices. And Buy and Build moved from 4800 Washington, okay? So forget that. Buy and Build Kitchen and Bath is the new name. It's the same great prices. They beat everyone on pricing. They do the countertops, they do the cabinets, they do the vanities, and they do service and installation now as well. They do plumbing fixtures. They do fixtures cheaper than anyone. They have a beautiful setup at 560 South Lipan. That's the new place. Go from I-25 west on Alameda to Lipan. Then 2 blocks south 560 South Lipan. A big, giant orange and blue building for you-know-who, their favorite fans. 303-295-6022, buyandbuild.net.
I just don't like. Oh God! I can't even imagine that. He wiped out a family almost.
I just
have you gotten used to him?
I don't know either. Jesus. 1,800 passengers died.
Are you looking for a new dentist? Avenue Dental Studio. They're right across from iHeart here in the DTC Center. They also have an office or a clinic in Monument. Dr. Kelly and Dr. Jerem, two wonderful dentists, offering this special, which is incredible. It really, really is. $59 for an exam, x-rays, and a cleaning for $59. If you say, wait a minute, my insurance pays for that, don't worry. You'll get teeth whitening while you're there instead. Okay, so you always get something of value. AvenueDentalStudio.com. And they do beautiful cosmetic work as well as implants, major dentistry, minor dentistry. 720-240-4740. AvenueDentalStudio.com.
Look at the Andrea Doria.
You look that up.
How many people died? Do you remember? 25.
Yeah.
How many die on a normal cruise? 5?
But he got an apartment for. No, he didn't get an apartment.
What happened? What are you talking about?
The Andrea Doria. Kramer wrote a novel on it. Astonishing Tales of the Sea, if I recall.
What was the one movie that they always wanted to see?
Astonishing Tales. It's in my book, he says. You wrote a book? Yes, Astonishing Tales of the Sea.
The movie, the fake movie, Checkmate was one.
Do you remember what George did as a ploy to get pretty women to consider him a prospect?
Oh, where he'd leave something in their apartment?
Oh, yeah.
No. When he was at a party, what he did to get attention.
What George did to get attention.
His theory was...
By Menon.
His theory was, if he already had a hot girlfriend, they would consider him viable.
Sure, show the picture, right.
Of the one that came with the frame. And didn't the
model.
Wasn't the real model there?
But he went to the actual place. If you recall, he actually went there and partied and stuff, and then when he went back, they found out that he was full of shit, so they closed the whole place down.
But whose picture did he use? The attractive one?
The one, he showed it to someone, and it was her, right?
No. The first one where he pictured, it was Jerry's girlfriend. It was Man Hands.
Oh, Man Hands.
That's the picture he used?
That's the picture he used initially.
I thought he used it in a frame.
No, he used that picture.
It looked like it was cut out of a magazine.
And then the hairdryer burnt it up. And then he took one out of the magazine when he went back there.
And she was there, right?
And that's me. It was in my spread from, whatever. Yeah.
God,
George is so funny. But that's what remember when he left he left that hat at the place?
No,
the rat hat that was $30,000.
Now, why did he leave a hat?
He left it so he could get back there.
He would always leave something in the apartment. That way he'd have the reason to come back.
Excuse to come back.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, here are some of the weird questions I get by email. But feel free to call in. We have at least a little less than 10 minutes. 303-713-TALK. So if you have a problem, a question, a complaint, a sound-off, an on-air review, whatever you want, 303-713-TALK. If not, and by the way, that's 713-8255. Okay. Is it bad for my car when I accidentally turn off the engine without putting it into park? Why would anyone think that? Absolutely no harm whatsoever. However, in order to start it back up again, you got to either put it in park or in neutral. And some cars require your foot be on the brake. What were you going to say, Mark?
I don't know who would do that. It seems very odd.
Okay, now, listen to this one. Can you trade in your leased car for a new lease?
Yes, but that would be
Tell me.
horrible as well.
Why would it be horrible?
Because they're going to hit you with all that negative equity coming back early.
That's right. Never, no matter what, listen to this. This is for God's honest truth. You never benefit from a terminated lease ever. So don't ever lease a car unless you keep it. I don't care what anyone says. Never, ever, ever will you benefit from a terminated lease. You will be penalized to a point where it never pays for itself. Ever. Don't do it. Ever. Now, that's an early termination fee plus a host of other fees. You will never come out ahead ever. It's better to let the car sit there and make the payments. Now, obviously, so don't trade it in. And here's another, I'm going to go one step further. Never, ever, ever trade any car in on a lease, even if you have a car that's completely and fully paid for. Because they will steal the trade. That's what it's calling. They evaporate it. The way a lease paperwork is drawn up, you will never see value for that trade, although they will, it's like, look here, not here, look here, not here. You know, it's one of those shuck and jive things they do. But you'll never get credit on a trade-in. Next one. What is an MLM business and how do they work? And are they usually scams? MLM stands for multi-level marketing. They're not scams in automatically. However, they predicate themselves on the idea that you do your selling and you have a downline, people under you, who also do selling for which you get credit for, and then they have a downline for which you get credit for. Legit multi-level marketing plans have a cutoff where it's not a pyramid. You have branches and there's a cutoff. You only get paid for a certain number of levels. The other thing is that you have to sell yourself. These are the legit ones. Beware of the ones that appeal to lazy people. They say, hey, I know George. He's collecting $60,000 a month and he sits on a beach. And they appeal to people like that. So how stupid is that you want a bunch of people who are looking not to work? Because that's what they're looking for. They want everyone else to do the work. And then they say, don't let corporate America rule you. No one gets ahead in corporate America unless you know someone, and middle management, blah, blah, blah. And then this is what they say. Control your own destiny. Well, that's true. With multi-level marketing, you control your destiny to an extent, but then you have to rely on your downline. And again, the downline's looking for their downline to do it. And here's the other part, and this is most important. About 1% of the people in multi-level marketing plans make money, real money. 1%. In corporate America, 5 to 10% make money. So really, is there a better chance of making money in multi-level marketing than in corporate America? Not necessarily. All right, how about this? Are third-party bumper-to-bumper warranties for used cars worth the money? As you've heard me say a million times, no, 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 no. Here's why. Some really fast clauses. First, deductibles. Second, when the cumulative total of repairs equals the market value of the car, it extinguishes itself. They don't cover previous conditions, previous wear and tear, or owner abuse, which is most of the problems anyway. So I recommend never to buy them. I don't care what you say. On used. On new, maybe. That's up to you. Do the math. I'm Tom Martino. We're simply out of time. Don't forget, referralist.com for help, information, and referrals, and save all your problems for me. Pro Auto Care is the...
So many good questions.
Where do you get those? Did they email you directly?
Directly, yeah. They ask for me because I've answered so many. They kind of like.
You've used Quora, haven't you?
I love it. I'm a really popular answerer on there. I mean, not millions. Well, some of them have a million, but.
Babe, what did you decide? Are we going to leave tomorrow after the show or Thursday?
Tomorrow.
Come on,
okay.
man.
Did you book us?
Don't leave me with all these incompetent